What up, guys? Welcome to our channel Total KO Reviews, where each month we'll explore the stories, the rivalries, and the moments that brought us here.
Whether you're a lifelong fan or whether you're stepping in for the first time, join us as we talk about the world of professional wrestling and sports combat.
It's your boy Ojitos Lindos.
It's your boy Palone.
Before we get started, we'd like to preface that in no way are we experts in these topics. These are just opinions, not facts.
Alright guys, and then we're going to start with night 2 with the opener with the triple threat match for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship with Mommy, Naomi's ex-friend, and some third wheel, I guess. I don't even know, to be honest with you.
The match starts off with a face-off between Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. Io Sky tries to get involved, and like they've been doing in the past couple weeks, they try to shove her away from it. But she finally learned that she knows how to defend herself, and she holds both her arms away, and she attacks Rhea Ripley first.
The audacity, bro. The audacity of attacking Mommy of all things, dude. But we'll get back to that.
Exactly. But
I mean, we'll get started with that. So she gets her revenge, right? Blah, blah, blah. She gets her little moment, her little 5-minute moment. And then what happens? Back to the same thing where it's literally go back to Mommy again. Mommy and Bianca again. Not too bad too. They're going at it. And then kind of the normal stuff where you're kind of switching opponents where at one point it was Mommy and Io fighting a lot in the ring. They got kind of bleed to the outside a little bit. Come back in, just normal stuff. Just the normal stuff you're seeing in these matches. But then, bro, bangers, bro. Bangers. Seeing these fools hit some of these finishers, kicking out, and I'm like, honestly, it's becoming a classic, you know? And this is only 10, 15 minutes in, and I was like, okay, not too bad.
mini heart attacks here and there.
Exactly. Especially for Mommy. Goodness gracious. But no, we're proven wrong. By who? The third wheel.
Exactly. She proved to us why she was in the match to begin with.
Exactly.
She wasn't just a third wheel. She was the champion.
Exactly, guys. Shocked as well. I wouldn't have known.
And not only was she the champion, she retained as well that night, guys.
Exactly.
That's the crazier part.
Exactly. On who? On the faults of Bianca Belair, bro. I need a minute for this, man. Hold up. How are you going, Bianca, bro? How are you going to let Mommy, bro, gain so much time, bro? After she had KO'd her once, she kicked out, blah blah. I can't remember if she got to her in the back of the ring or back to the corner or not. Mommy's down again, and then about to hit her with another KD. She gets out, whips her, right? And I'm like, okay, she got the whip, right? Why are we going for the KOD? It's Mommy, bro. You gotta break her down a little more.
Exactly.
Bro. She's a tank, bro. She's a fucking missile, bro. But no, what does Bianca do? Pulls her up for the KOD, and then what happens? KOD? Oh, the normal shit, blah, blah. But then, what happens? The third wheel, out of fucking nowhere. Boo! The genius of the sky. I guess genius in some aspects, bro. Why? Because she stole the 1, 2, 3 from Bianca. And whose fault is that? Bianca's fault.
Bianca's.
Mommy had no fault in any of that. She was getting bullied, in fact, actually.
Exactly.
Honestly, bro, I want to stand for it, bro. She deserves a rematch. So, we're going to start off with the Sin City street fight featuring your boys, the bisexual Undertaker, and the social media icon himself.
That is correct. Drew McIntyre comes out first with a Doom-inspired gear. Doom is a video game that is soon to be released on all gaming platforms.
You're lying, all of them?
All of them.
I got one right now.
And then that's followed up by
The bisexual
Undertaker Damian Priest, who is brought out to the ring by none other than Kerry King from Slayer. He is the lead guitarist from Slayer. Pretty badass entrance.
Exactly. How does match start? As always, brutal. Just no punches held in the beginning, bro. Just onslaught after onslaught. Not gonna lie, I think Drew looked a little more like a bitch than usual. That's just my opinion, though. Like, Damon for a while, not gonna lie, he looked a little aggressive. Like, at first I was like, okay, Drew, on the build-up, like, it was like, oh yeah, Drew's got this match. It's easy, right? It's easy work, right?
Yeah,
then,
of course.
The last, like, what, 1 or 2 promos, all of a sudden, bro, that bisexual Undertaker, bro, got very, very aggressive. And like, I mean aggressive, bro. Like, to the point where like he was saying things, I'm like, bro, like, I'm starting to feel bad, bro. Like, I would be scared to be in like the same like vicinity as him, bro, because I don't want to know what he's doing to me. Goodness gracious. But like I said, Drew made him look horrible at first. But as the fight started going, I liked the way their things were going. Fools are getting their ass beat. It was pretty fucking good. I don't know how you felt about it.
I mean, overall the match was pretty brutal, like Pelon said. But living up to his name, social media icon, Drew McIntyre took time out of the match to not only take a selfie, but post it on X.
Bro,
with the caption, "Bored at work, LOL."
See, this problem, bro. The problem is these other superstars aren't going above and beyond, bro, to post on social media, bro, to get their attention, bro.
Exactly.
Unlike the social media icon, bro, that he just in an electric volume to see.
Exactly.
Alright, guys, the camera looks a little wonky right now. Don't worry. Stand by.
Exactly.
Yeah. Alright, guys, we're chilling.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Bro, you guys feel that earthquake?
How did that happen?
It's like magic. But yeah, but back to this fight. After a long, hurtful battle, you know, to be honest, I wouldn't even know the victor.
I don't either. But don't worry, guys. We'll leave it up to you guys to drop it down in the comment section below to let us know who the winner was of that match.
Because honestly, it was just so much like, because like I said, like, it's very distracting, but I mean, one is like one of those foods that usually has a kilt, but then now he's just in straight underwear. The other one, like, he had a gimp suit on. I mean, guys, come on. Like, you expect us to pay attention like that, bro? Some guy was posting on social media, so I had to go on social media to find out he was doing it for real. And then half of that match, I didn't even see it, bro. Because, I mean, what was it to do? I mean, watching his post, watching the match.
He was bored at work.
Exactly. So, like, I was bored watching.
Yeah.
On to the next match, which happens to be a 4-way match, bro, against Cero Miedo himself. Exactly, bro.
George Kittle?
No. I'm close, bro. He has no fear either. It's Penta. Cero Miedo. Exactly. But who else is he going against? Speed's Assailant. And just a prefie, if you didn't know who that was, bro. If you didn't know who that scary that dog is. It's the boy himself, Braun Breaker. That third person.
So you're telling me the dogs were barking in Vegas?
They were barking loud. The wolves, the dogs, anything you think of.
That's wild.
Versus, I mean, perhaps the greatest Mysterio of all time, Dominic Mysterio.
Perhaps.
I mean, someone would say.
We know we told you guys earlier that these are just opinions, not facts. But that, sir, is a fact. He is the greatest Mysterio of all time.
I'm sorry. I was so negligent again with my words. Like I was saying, the greatest Mysterio of all time, Dominic Mysterio. Alright. And his sidekick, Finn Balor. Alright. Alright. To start that matchup, all entrances, not too bad, honestly. They all had nice entrances. You know, Cero had the Cero Miedo, all that stuff, right? You know, Dom had his normal cool little fucking shit with the fucking.
He did come out with that one mask that belonged to Rey Mysterio Sr.
Who? Oh, the deadbeat. Oh, the nobodies.
Yes, correct. The deadbeat's father or uncle, whatever they were.
Yeah, whatever that lineage was.
Yeah, no big deal. We have Dominic now.
Exactly. And then how dare that mask not let him take it off?
Exactly.
That piece of shit mask, bro. That mask needs to get put in solitary confinement, bro, for the things they did to Dom. Exactly. Concealing his face, concealing his airways, bro. Just, you know, we could have had.
Concealing that beauty, bro. That stash.
The most important part, bro. That dirty Sanchez looking stash.
Exactly.
The most beautiful stash I've ever seen in my life. Okay, but we'll stop for a minute, you know, because we're getting too lustful. Then, you know, his psychic came out, you know, it is what it is, you know. Just just normal things, you know, like little sidekick entrance. You know, he jumped in the ring, did his little, you know, stuff like that. He's just stupid. Like, that's stupid shit, you know. His name's like Finn Balor or something like that. Like, I don't know. I just know I refer to him as Dom's sidekick, so.
That's what he is.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I know him as. And then to end it all off, bro, last entrance. I mean, it's not the words, but sorry, getting too excited. But Braun Breaker himself, the dog comes out, bro. You hear the dogs barking. Sorry.
Exactly.
Sorry. I'm getting a little too emotional still. But
the Intercontinental Champion himself.
Exactly. Braun Breaker makes his way to the ring. This subpar kind of shitty fucking announcer. I still don't know. Like, is she better than what's her name? No. I still think so. Like, do we start with this? No, okay. Not right now.
Yeah, Samantha, please come back.
Sorry. This is actually a PSA, bro. Scratch what we're talking about right now. Samantha, we need you back. You know, it's like, we don't care what Ricochet said. I don't know what he's been saying in your ears, bro. You need WWE.
Exactly.
It's like, the music career is not done good for you.
No.
It's like, you are way better here. They'll pay you more. Trust me. I don't know Paul Levesque, like, personally, but I know he works for some guy named Khan, and that fool is located.
And it's not Tony Khan.
Yeah, let me preface that, bro. It's not the other one, not that degenerate. One that actually pays people.
Exactly. Yeah.
Getting
back to the match.
Getting back to that match, bro. Start off, you know, Penta being a fucking little aggressive whore, going against Dom.
Exactly. How dare he?
Like, it's like, bro, for one, bro, like, what fucking audacity he has, bro. Just to attack Dom off the bat. Like, he had other people. He had the dog. He had Finn Balor.
He thinks he has the privilege to go after the greatest Mysterio of all time.
Exactly. Like, at least take a second out first.
Yeah.
Then maybe you have a match with Braun Breaker to see if you have an opportunity to go against Dom.
But then Dom outsmarted him like he always does. No surprise there.
I mean,
and what did he do? He went to hide behind the sidekick because that's what his sidekick is there for.
exactly. Like, what else are they there for? Like, they were there to win championships? No. This was to support me.
Exactly.
But no. All you see is that. And then, you know, the match goes how it usually goes with all these 4-ways, where you're seeing little moments here and there from all these fools.
Everyone gets their spot.
You know, you see Dom get hit with a Mexican Destroyer again by Penta. The fucking audacity.
Sorry to sound personal there, bro. At this point.
That's the point, bro. Honestly, that's the point. But yeah, and then, you know, it starts digressing. You know, where Dom looks like he's gonna have the upper hand as usual. You know, but then what? He goes to the splash, and what happens, bro? What happens to fucking Dom, bro? This traitor ass sidekick, bro.
Exactly.
No wherewithal, bro. No loyalty at all, bro. No loyalty to the Judgment Day brand. What does he do, bro? Wah! Pushing him off the top rope. Like a fucking asshole. And what do you do from there, bro? What does he do from there, bro?
That's not very, like, sidekick type of thing to do.
Exactly. Like, he's supposed to be his Batman to the Robin. Or his Robin to the Batman.
Exactly.
It's not. He's acting a lot like Jason Todd. It's an asshole. Going solo.
Yeah.
And you know how his act went. Not good. No, he's the Red Hood. Like I was saying, this degenerate, bro. This is degenerate. Tried to steal a win from Dom, of all things, bro. You know, who we think was be the future Intercontinental champion. No, we're trying to rip it away from him, just like that, bro. Just like that.
Yeah.
For what, bro? For what? For Dom to come back.
Exactly.
The fucking legend, bro. The legend, like the phoenix he is, bro. Rising from the ashes, bro. For what? Frog splash.
Exactly.
And what happens, bro? 1, 2, 3. Bam.
And new Intercontinental Champion, the greatest Mysterio of all time, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Already the greatest Intercontinental champion of all time. Already a Hall of Fame type person, bro. Like, you just induct him already, bro. He's the first ballot, bro. I mean, you don't even need. He doesn't even do the rest of his career. He's just end right here. But no, he's gracing you guys with his presence. You guys should be grateful.
We did leave out the part where Carlito came out and tried to help out his Judgment Day buddies.
Well, yeah, but that's just usual stuff. Like that's a good sidekick.
Yes.
That's a good Robin right there.
He went down with loyalty.
Exactly. Loyalty, hustle, and respect.
He took one for Dom.
Exactly, bro.
He got speared through the Spanish announce table.
Exactly. Of all things, the Spanish announce table. Like, why is Braun Berry thinking, bro? I guess he hates Mexicans.
That was a 15-foot leap from the English announce table to the Spanish announce table.
Devastating leap.
How does Braun Breaker do this?
Next, we have one-on-one match with the Viper himself versus unnamed opponent. Randy just starts off with this whole going to the ring, you know, calling his opponent because he's like, who's gonna come out, bro, and challenge the Viper himself, bro?
On his 20th WrestleMania anniversary.
Exactly, bro. Who's gonna have the honor, bro, of doing that for him, bro?
Exactly.
Who do they say, bro? Who do they say? They say, bro, they say his name and he appears. Maybe they say it's Joe Hendry. You know, I couldn't believe it, bro. Honestly, to be real honest, bro. Like at first, I saw it. I thought it was just a joke. I thought like it would be a gimmick. Like he came out and like it would be someone else coming out.
Yeah, for sure.
But no.
I thought it was gonna be like a little talking segment, and someone else was gonna come back. Maybe Rusev.
Something
there was talks about him coming back.
Exactly.
Malachi Black.
Exactly. All those fools that could have had an opportunity. But no, like, am I gonna knock Joe?
No. Where's his day ones?
Yeah, of course, but like, me and homies got the shirts, bro. We got the shirts to prove that we're the day ones. But, to say that he deserved that over those other two, I don't know. Do I think? I don't know.
He got his WrestleMania moment, yes. But all for what?
Exactly. He was back on NXT. When? We never know. We're not gonna know.
Exactly.
Will he be back on NXT? Will he be back on WWE? Who knows?
Exactly.
Wait,
Is he gonna stay in TNA?
Exactly. He's still a champion over there, so
There you go.
what happens then? But who knows? But match gets started. You know, he makes his little entrance. They're over here waving their hands,
Side to side?
Exactly like that. And go. When they say his name, he indeed appeared for them.
That was crazy.
Exactly, and they said his name was Joe Hendry.
That was wild.
Sorry guys, we gotta do that.
Yeah.
But back to this match, you know. Normal squash match as usual, you know, Randy's just being the shit of this fool, you know. He gets one or two good moments, you know, where he has the upper hand on Randy. And then, all in all, for him to get his moment, he looks back at the camera, he's like, I got my moment. Turns around.
Does a Joe Hendry close up?
Exactly. All for what? That close up turn to his most viral moment.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, bro. RKO'd with the close up, bro. Who would have thought, bro? Who would have thought that was coming?
Followed up by the 1, 2, 3.
And that, sir, is how Randy spent his 20th anniversary for WrestleMania. Like that, bro. Squashing the TNA champion.
Easy work for Randy for his 20th anniversary.
Exactly.
Disrespectful to Joe Hendry.
And disrespectful to Rusev and Malachi Black.
Yes.
The possibility of them could have done the same thing with the squash match, but like a little better. But no. Instead, like I said, all respect to Joe. But did we really need it on WrestleMania? No. I would find what we wanted, Nick Aldis. But no.
Yes.
Nick Aldis is a bitch.
Exactly.
And what does he do? Hides behind people.
Exactly. Hides behind that little suit.
Exactly. Stupid bitch. Like Dom, he doesn't hide behind people.
No.
People just jump in front of him.
Exactly.
He doesn't hide behind them.
Exactly.
Remember that. But yeah,
But yeah, we'll see what's in store next for Orton and for Joe Hendry.
We'll just see if Joe ever makes an appearance back in WWE. What Randy will do as far as what's next. I know the next PLE's in St. Louis. I've heard he's from there. Exactly.
That's crazy.
Exactly. I wouldn't have known. Honestly, I had to look that up, but you know.
That's wild.
Alright guys, on to the next. So, we have another one-on-one bout with Greg Paul's son, greatest of all time, and then the phenomenal one himself. Alright.
Oh. Well, to begin, I mean, pretty cool entrance from Logan Paul's behalf. with a drone entrance, never done before.
I know, very, very, very unique entrance, you know?
You know, he's a social media star,
I mean,
too. Turned into a pro wrestler.
exactly. You can't confuse him with the icon. Social media icon himself.
Exactly. There's a difference between star and icon.
Exactly. But we'll get back to the superstar himself, Logan Paul. Like his grand entrance on the stage, you know, doing his usual theatrics, you know, doing the sort of, doing all that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Gets to the ring, does normal stuff, catches the thing out of that midair. Kind of cool.
Yep.
You know, of course, Michael Cole, being the old ass he is, bro, got super impressed after that.
He was in awe.
Exactly. He's just like, oh my god, I can't believe, never done before.
He's like, what? A flying camera on its own? That's crazy.
Like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he caught it out of the air. How do you do that? It's like he has hands.
Exactly.
Like, stupid. Like, Michael Cole.
AJ Styles, I mean, normal entrance, no big deal. Just like his career.
Pretty forgettable.
Yeah. But yeah.
But the phenomenon did indeed bring it to Logan Paul. We will say that, bro.
Logan Paul did bring it to the phenomenal one. He brought it by doing his own finisher on him, the Styles Clash.
I know, only for him to proceed to throw it on him again.
Did he get the 3 count on him?
Of course not, you know, because Logan Paul is the Logan Paul.
He's the Maverick, bro.
Exactly. He rises up, bro.
He rose. He was not going to lose that match.
It did look like for a minute. But then, as a superstar he is, bro, what does he do, bro? Goes outside to where the prime bottles are. Sit on top of that prime bottle. What is it? The drone he had from earlier. What is it still doing? Recording. Grabs drone, starts talking to the camera, just like you know, he is, like he's vlogging, you know, just like that. And then what does he do? Next goes the drone. And what does that drone do? Starts flying around. And then what do we, the audience, get? Full view from the drone of the match. Was it kind of sick? Not gonna lie. It was kind of cool. Never really been done before. But that's not to say that the funniest part of this match was watching Manager Jeff get assaulted.
Give it up for Manager Jeff.
What a fucking teammate.
What a manager, bro.
What a teammate, bro. Sticking up for his fucking client, bro.
Exactly.
Per usual. But then, you know, this unsavory character, you know, this aggressive human being, this, I don't know, I just say you just want to get cross with him.
Some might call him a killer. And his name is Karrion Kross.
Oh my god. Yeah. Like that. You can't say his name like that. Spooks on.
Sorry. I forgot to get to you.
I'm sorry. Yeah. That assailant, bro. What does he do, bro? What does he do? Grabs Jeff's hand. Immediate lawsuit. Jeff should have had paper ready to fucking sue him.
Exactly. How dare he put his hands on Manager Jeff?
Exactly. Like, did he touch it? No.
No.
Exactly. What happened to the rules? Keeping your hands to yourself.
Exactly.
But no. Assaults his hand, bro. And then what does he do? Assaults Jeff. Honestly, I wasn't gonna say anything. I mean, WWE should fire this individual. After the assault I just witnessed, bro.
No, correction. AJ assaulted Jeff.
Oh yes, huh?
Yes.
See, again, my negligence.
AJ grabbed him, tried tossing him to the barricade, but you know, homeboy over here, Manager Jeff, not being a professional trained athlete, like he wasn't prepared to go towards the barricade, and he like landed like halfway towards the barricade.
Exactly. Ate shit, bro. Like just ate all that throw. No glide, no grace with their. And AJ Styles knew, bro. He knew that he didn't have that grace. Yeah, he threw him.
Exactly.
And then again, bro, Karrion Kross, coaxing people into doing things, bro. The unthinkable, bro. Man, would you think that AJ Styles would ever use brass knuckles?
No.
Exactly. Don't worry, he didn't. Exactly. He saved us, you know. Because for a minute, I was thinking, I'm like, bro, he really could coax on me. Like, he really like the phenomenon was about to do it. But no, as a good Samaritan, bro, he knew he had to take this loss with the grace.
Exactly.
So what did he do? Got back on that rope, set up that phenomenal forearm. For what? To get caught.
Exactly.
Caught with what? The putazos.
The putazos, exactly.
Bro, just one straight punch, douche. Lights out. And what? With what he ends it off with?
The pulverizer.
Exactly. A move I didn't even know he had.
Oh.
Like when did he add this to his arsenal?
Decent move.
Pretty decent move.
Original.
Very athletic move for for someone that has only been like what, a couple years in the WWE.
Exactly.
That's a very impressive.
Fans want to keep talking their shit about Logan Paul.
Okay, saying he's not a real wrestler.
He's innovative.
Exactly. He is the draw, bro. He is the star.
Exactly.
But no, they don't get that, bro. They don't get that at all, bro. They don't realize he's the moneymaker, bro.
Exactly. Hey, he's had a match against Roman Reigns.
Bro. In the main event. For the championship. Not just any championship. The undisputed championship, bro.
Exactly.
Bro, the career this was had a match with Seth Rollins last year. Was it last year? Yeah, it was last year.
Yes. Triple threat WrestleMania last year. Logan, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton. With I Show Speed showing up.
Oh, yeah. Damn. Bro, he's a legend, is all you say.
But yes. Legend, well deserved. Keep talking your shit. He's just gonna prove you guys wrong.
Exactly. What else can we say, bro? What else can we say?
He's no Jake Paul, of course, but
I mean,
great,
one of the greatest boxers, you know, to ever grace this presence, you know, beat Mike Tyson, you know, stuff. Not any knocks on Logan, but I mean, like,
I don't know.
When you compare to that,
they're each good in their own sport.
Exactly, but like one is clearly better at their sport than the other.
Like, yo, Logan, we're all about Prime, bro.
Exactly. Like fucking VP, bro.
Fuck Celsius.
Fuck all that shit.
Fuck the Jake Paulers.
Whoa.
Slow gang for life.
Jake, I don't mean any of that. He's his own man, his own person, you know. Team 10 for life. You know, all that good stuff. I mean, I know that you're far past Team 10, but I know we can make another one. I know you can make it great again. Sorry. On to the next. So, we have a tag team match for the women's championship. Who we have coming out first? Don's Viejas, as usual, you know, the champions. Coming out, you know, the usual thing, you know. Come around, prancing around. They look a little fine. It's not too bad. Straight to the ring, right? Then we have Lyra coming out. Oh, I'm wondering, anticipation. Who's it gonna be, bro? Honestly, I wouldn't even know.
Who could it be? Could it be Rusev? Could it be the return of Malachi Black?
Well, who knows? Like, honestly, these are all real telling things. Like, who's gonna know? But no. Who comes back out?
Who?
Just a man.
Oh, just a man?
Yeah, just a man.
Oh.
Exactly.
Is that man the man in Seth Rollins' relationship?
How'd you know?
Just a wild guess, bro.
Shit, bro. Well, yes, that indeed was that man.
That's wild.
And now, I want to point out, before we get started with this, Lyra was cheating. She put a man out to fight for the tag team championship. That's cheating.
Yeah.
It's a little aggressive. Like, I know you felt like you couldn't beat them, but like, grabbing a whole man to do something for you, that's...
Have you seen Raquel?
That's low. I mean... Alright, so back to what we were saying.
But yeah, no disrespect to Raquel or anything.
But yes, for about, what, 5-7 minutes, we're seeing Lyra getting her ass handled. You know, Becky was not getting tapped in at all. Honestly, it was kind of getting depressing. It was kind of a boring match. I really did not want to watch it.
Yeah.
But then, Osman happens, bro. Somehow Lyra fights out of that corner. We're fucking living the more. Gets over to the Becky. All for what? For the deploy down. Like a bitch. And they missed the tag. And the man went crazy. Chased her around. And mounted her, beat her. Kind of just sound like a normal relationship.
Yeah, at this point.
But then, finally, after all this anticipation, bro, the man is tagged in. And when she's tagged in, what happens?
All hell breaks loose.
Exactly. Work was done, mijo.
Of course, it took a man for work to get done.
Exactly. Had to put work on 2 of these women, bro. One of these women and one of this other creature, I don't even know. Scary creature, by the way.
But the man had to put them in their place.
Exactly. And just like usual, you know, after the man puts his foot down, there's nothing else but gold in their wake. And your new tag team champions, bro. The man and her son. Simple as that.
Good.
Alright, guys. And now for the main event of night 2. The Dr. Thugonomics versus Stardust himself. Also referred to as the Dashing Cody Rhodes.
Exactly, ladies and gentlemen. We get John Cena coming out with a very different entrance than what we're used to seeing. Just blacked out entrance with just the name John Cena up on the screens. Him doing his normal walk as of late, just walking down to the ramp, or walking down the ramp to the ring, I should say. And then, yeah, I mean,
Just
mixed crowd reactions for him. And then we get Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, coming out with a pretty cool mask, I should say.
Was intrigued. Might I say it's not a wannabe Iron Man mask?
Yeah, it was a rip-off of Iron Man's mask, basically.
Exactly. The only thing he doesn't have is Jarvis.
Exactly.
He's got Dusty Rhodes.
And he doesn't have a heart.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because Iron Man has a heart.
Exactly.
Cody, I don't know.
But yeah, getting down to the match. I mean, pretty slow-paced match for the most part. I mean, wasn't really physical or anything.
It was more what we expected, kind of. Just slower match. John Cena's kind of older now. Then I gotta push the pace too much.
Going into the match, we all expected a few surprises to happen.
We were hoping for a few surprises, actually.
Yes. But we received one surprise. One surprise that shocked everyone, that disappointed everyone.
Okay. That being Travis Scott. All you hear is that Fiend music start hitting, and you're like, oh my goodness, is that the final boss and Travis Scott coming out? No.
No.
What is it? Just Travis. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, bro, no, yeah, they're saving the final boss, you know, like he's gonna come out later, you know, just all that stuff. I'm still waiting.
Yeah.
Like, it's like what?
48 hours removed, 72 hours removed. Still nothing.
Yeah, honestly, like, I didn't think this like WWE would disappoint me like this. But then again, John Cena did say that he was going to ruin wrestling.
There you go.
So maybe it was part of L's plan to have the shitty main event.
This is part of ruining wrestling
Exactly.
in his eyes. And he sure has.
Exactly. And all for what, bro? All so he could win that illustrious 17th title to pass Ric Flair. Not in a good way, but a championship.
He did it. He accomplished it.
Can't knock him for that.
No one can take that away from him.
Exactly.
Record books are just going to state John Cena defeated Cody Rhodes.
Exactly. John Cena, the greatest of all time. To be determined.
Exactly.
But as of right now, supposedly the greatest of all time.
But he will retire as the last real champion.
Supposedly, you know. Supposedly the last one with ruthless aggression. But
We'll see what the future has in store for him too.
exactly. See if there's anything lurking in the grasses.
Yeah, there's been, I mean, we're 4 months in, basically 5 months in, and I mean, days are counting down. I mean, we'll see what the future holds for him.